The guys returning the opening kickoff, but believe me, they'll take this.
Ready? 61. Match back. Kill.
Jackson options out left. He's got a first down past the 30, and he'll take this all the way up to the 38-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Jackson options out left. The quick feet by Jackson. And some room to run now. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. Terrific run from one of the fastest backs in the game today, a guy who keeps defensive coordinators up at night, no doubt.
Remember when we were meeting with the D coordinator before the game and all he talked about was run fits, making sure our guys were in the right place so there were no creases?
They missed their fits, didn't they?
Yeah, there was no fit there. The only fit was at the end when he threw his headset down after that big run.
What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. Jackson, option right. Stepping up, he'll try and run. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a third down.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and makes sure he spills it for a small gain.
This is caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Tucker with the extra point, and they take the lead here at 7-6. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 16.
Let's go.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb, and he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. They go with Chubb on 2nd down, and he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Mayfield, and he's got the hook up to Landry. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now Mayfield. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. After one, a one-point game, 7-6. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Jackson, options out left. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mack Wilson. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns.
Every now and then, those guys can get lost in coverage. Quarterback didn't see him, perhaps. But, boy, what a pick. And how about the run back?
Here's Chubb to try to run it in. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. Ingram again, a first down carry. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson forced out to his left. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Mack Wilson.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Watch the safety creep. You go tight. You got tight. I got it.
Now Mayfield lost the football, but I think Brown was able to recover, and they'll indeed hold on to the ball here. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears. Check 26.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action.
Hey, Roy 33. Pistol. Hurry.
Third and short yardage. Mayfield. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on fourth down.
King. Bravo. Let's go.
Now Mayfield on fourth down. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Well, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on fourth.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call, is it not? In this situation, everything was right except for the finish. You have to catch the ball and convert.
And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's second down. From the 17. Jackson, this will be caught by Brown. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down. Being chased out left. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Throwing is Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Demarius Randall. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. A new life now following a late turnover. Maybe a chance for points here before the break.
Yeah, pretty nice situation they find themselves in because they're really maybe one completion away from giving their kicker a shot. And that gives them a chance to get some points up on the board.
Brings up second and 7. Watch it. At the 46-yard line.
On second and 7, Mayfield. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
First down, Cleveland.
Point it right. Hurry. Up.
First down, Mayfield. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Check 37. Check 61. Matchbox lights. Regular. Hey, Charlie. Mike 57. I want that. Give me that.
Throwing, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Mayfield. Able to find Harris, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Demetrius Harris in the final seconds of the first half. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And it's now 21-7. That's fielded in the end zone. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Let's go. 17-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. He may try and run for this. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 32.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson. Snead's got it.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about...
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And this is picked up by the Browns. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
And this is where you need the quarterback to morph into being a running back. The ball can't be away from his body. It can't be loose. It can't be held like he's going to throw it. Tuck it away. Take care of it because he's going to run through a lot of traffic.
And if he doesn't take care of it, we're going to see less design runs like that.
Alert, 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 alert.
On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. They run again with Hunt. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Undercrush, under 3, 218, jump down.
On 3rd down, here's Hunt. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the 1st. He gets a good chunk of yards there, 8 all told, but they're still looking at a 4th down. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
He's coming. He's got double up.
Hey, dude.
Hey, 58's the mic. Go 58's the mic. I don't think you got it, sir.
I got it.
Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. And this is caught. He hits Landry. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
80 Watson. I got it.
Mayfield on 1st down. It's caught by OBJ. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. This one complete to Ingram. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Dancing to his left, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Olivier Vernon. He's the one who runs him down, and my goodness, that is just a disastrous loss for this offense. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. And now here's a deep shot that's complete, and all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 36 yards on the play. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Willie Snead there to make the grab. And the Ravens get a bit closer. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Browns are able to cover this one up.
We play to win. Let's go.
The Browns drive about to get started. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Tackle made there by Josh Bynes.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Yeah, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. You don't see that a ton, do you? Where the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
4th down, Mayfield. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now Jackson. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Larry Ogunjobi breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. Now it's Jackson. And he's got Snead. And he's got this down to the 35. 16 yards on that one at a Raven first. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Jackson throwing on target to Brown. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Here's Jackson to throw again. They go screen. This is Ingram. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Mark Ingram. He scored on the ground and through the air as his guys are back within a single score. They do tack on the extra point as well. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
180! We own it! Hurry, hurry! Hurry, hurry!
On first down, it's Hunt. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. On 2nd and 12, Mayfield. There goes a deep ball, and this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. Here's Seibert now to add the extra point. He knocks it through, and it's 35-21. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. After the sack on first down, Jackson. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. To throw is Jackson, and that is incomplete.
And I think we'll probably see him go for it here on fourth down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
Fourth down, here's Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes.